guys, welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. This is Calamity. If you're not already aware, Calamity is such a camera hog. Sometimes we call this the Calamity Show because that's what Calamity demands. A lot of you have probably been introduced to our channel in the last few months during the garden season, and you might not be aware that one of the main things besides the garden that we have going on here on our homestead is our rather large dairy goat herd. There's somewhere around 30 goats on our farm right now. I'm not exactly sure of the official number. We do raise goats for dairy here, we raise goats for meat here, and fall time means I have a lot less space in my milking barn to move around because we've started stocking up on our hay. But a much more exciting part of the fall season is breeding season around here. Hold on. Calamity is done. One of the more exciting aspects about fall time for me is breeding season, but it also starts our kidding season, believe it or not. So a lot of people will breed their goats in the fall so that they have their babies or kid in the springtime, and then they have lots and lots of milk over the spring and summer and into the fall. But I actually have some goats that are due soon. We bred some goats in the spring in order to have them kid this fall, and I have 3 goats due at the end of this month. So in this video, we're gonna talk a lot more about the dairy goats. We're gonna bring up the girls that are very pregnant up on the stand. I like to give them a good once over a few weeks before they deliver. And then I'm also gonna go over our breeding plan a little bit with you guys because believe it or not, breeding has already started. Before we fully get into it though, I took a video last night of us stacking the hay in the barn. This is something we do about every 30 to 45 days throughout the winter. Here is a short little clip of us stacking the hay in the barn, and I'll see you right back here on the other side. Someone wishes she was a giraffe. How's it going back here? Where's your mama? Christine? Hey! Where's your boyfriend? There he is. So I've decided to put Elpis here and her mama Christine in with Havoc as early as possible in the breeding season because Christine here has a history of taking a couple months to actually settle a pregnancy. She's going to be 9 this spring when she kids. Anyways, with her, I want to make sure that we are good to go with her as far as settling a pregnancy because this might be her last kidding. Are you ready to be milked? Your mama looks like she might be interested in a boyfriend today. Both of these girls are currently still in milk, and so I am pulling them once a day to relieve their udders. Elpis, I'm gonna need to put a leash on, but Christine knows the drill. She's gonna run to the barn, and I'm hoping to catch it on camera today. My friend Crystal with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats just texted me and said that she posted a video featuring us from when we picked up our beautiful buckling Nefarious from them. If you haven't seen the video yet that features me picking up Nefarious, I'm going to link it in the description box.
Alright, goat lovers, we're now here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. But anyway, this thing is amazing.
Come on, girls. Good girls.
Goat lovers, this morning we are in Springfield, Missouri. And then my soaps go in here. Wanting my goat milk soap to stay as white as possible.
Get down. Get down. Oh, I missed. Hey guys, I'm going to interject in on myself here for just a second. I have finished editing the vlog that you are currently viewing, and the last 2/3 have a mic issue. So if you've been with the channel for a little while, you know that this happens periodically. I've gone through 2 microphones and 2 media mods on my GoPro, and the problem still comes up every once in a while. So I'm inclined to believe that the issue is my camera. I'm a lot less able to replace my camera in the near future, so I apologize. I think the correct YouTuber answer would be to not post the video. However, we have a really nice little community here. I know a lot of you genuinely don't care. There's a lot of really good information in the video still, and it's not that bad. So I did manage to add some subtitles in here. I just wanted you to be aware that I am aware. It doesn't make me happy either. And if you are new here, this is relatively rare, and I am working on fixing it, so sorry. I realized that I never finished my thought earlier. So I mentioned that a lot of people will breed in the fall in order to have kids in the spring, and then they have a lot of milk throughout spring, summer, and into fall when they breed again. And you can keep a doe in milk for her first 3 months of her pregnancy. So usually a doe really only has about a 305-day lactation, and we like to have somebody in milk all the time in order to do the things that I want to do as far as recipes and cheese making and kefir and all that. I need to bring in at least a half gallon of milk a day. Where are these girls? Usually I can see at least the tall girls. I don't see them at all. Looks like we're gonna go on an adventure. That noise you hear in the background, that's machine guns. We live right behind a training area for an army post, so that's what you're hearing. So in order to keep up the milk production that we like to have here, I will breed in the springtime to get fall kids, and we're not able to use our standard sized goats for that because their natural heat cycles are for the fall time. The Nigerian dwarves, though, they are polyestrous, which means that they have heat cycles all year round, so we're able to breed them in the spring for fall milk. I don't hear them either. They have about 6.5 acres that they can roam here, and the grass is starting to get really tall. But I have some big girls that I should be able to see. Margie has a bell on her that I should be able to hear, and I don't. Well, that gate is shut, which is good. I got excited because I heard a goat, but I think it's just Elpis over in the pen with Havoc. I've never not been able to find the goats. I think I hear Calamity. There they are. I lost you guys. What are you doing? Hey, I lost you for a second. You're just in your favorite spot, huh? So the 3 girls that I am hoping to put on the milk stand today so I can give them a good once-over is Pesky, right here. She's bred to Havoc. We have Mayhem, right there. This is Margie's daughter. And then Pepper. Last but not least, Shorely. the girls that I have due at the end of the month are all going to do within the same 4 days. Nigerian dwarves have a gestation of 145 days, give or take. I have had them go a little bit longer. Actually, Pepper here has gone over that twice for me by about a week, which is kind of insane. I gotta look at my phone, but I'm pretty sure Mayhem is due first, September 30th, and then the other two are due on the same day, October 2nd. So you can see that they're starting to develop their little udders. Down here, she's not going to let me get close. This is a top view of Pesky. This will be her third freshen for us. The first time that she freshened for me, she had a single, unattended. I was not able to attend that birth. It was actually quite cold when she gave birth to her first baby. And then the last time she freshened for me, she had twins. We did keep Titus out of her, so he's one of our bucks. Pepper here has kidded a few times with me. The first time was twin dolings. The second time was triplets, and we kept Odie, one of our other bucks, out of her. And then this last time she had a big old single doling. Hey, Fury girl, are you getting lost out here? And the Mayhem, she's out of my Margie line. My Margie line is unregistered, but they're some of the healthiest goats that I have with a pretty high capacity. What Margie's line is really lacking is a good udder attachment and good amounts of butter fat. Whenever I add Margie's milk to the pail, I can tell that it's thinned out quite a lot, because where she really excels in volume and longevity of her lactation, her line really needs help with butter fat. Mayhem here has kidded twice for us before, so this will be her third freshen, and both times she's freshened with twins. This last time we had our series of kiddings through the end of 2022 and spring of 2023. I'm pretty sure we had 4 sets of triplets, which was a lot for us. We tend to have more single births than I really like. I have been adjusting my minerals, I have been adjusting our feed program, and I think that's really helping our girls produce more as far as babies and milk. Been talking a lot about Margie. Here she is again. She's the one with the bell. I'm kind of wondering if the ding dong fell out of it. Is the ding dong not in here? Oh, it is. She just wasn't moving enough to hear it. Because quite a few of our goats had triplets, I'm not able to breed as many of them this fall as I would like to. Usually I will breed especially a Nigerian, in their first year. So they are bred right around 7-8 months old, so that they're kidding around the time that they're turning 1 year old. But there's so many triplets here, and we do dam raise. They're just not big enough right now. They could have been possibly, if we bottle fed, we could have really souped up those bottles for them and given them essentially as much as they wanted to or needed to really get to a big size. But I like dam raising here, and I don't necessarily mind waiting. So we're breeding a lot less this fall than I really had hoped to, but we just have to wait because we had more babies. That nasty horsefly, holy cannoli. Oh, I got it. Sorry, Pesky. I'm sorry. We won't bug you again. That was gross. I did not expect to get that. So as far as our new buckling, you guys have probably seen the video on him. If you haven't, I will link it at the end of this one. We bought a new buck from Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. His name is Nefarious. I really, really want to bring some of that udder action and butter fat into our herd. I also really like their conformation. We're not a show herd here, but when a goat is built well, they perform well. So it never hurts to get well-built bucks with dams with excellent udders, and so we brought him on this year. I'm not able to use him a lot this fall because most of the girls that I want to use him with, again, they're too small to breed right now. But Pesky here has a half-sister out here somewhere. Where are you? There's actually a couple of them missing. They might have gone back for some water. I haven't seen them really drink out of the pond at all. It's probably smart. They probably have this instinct not to put their nose near, wild water like that. Who knows what could come out of there and snatch them. But Tempest, one of the goats that we milked this morning, I think it was the last one I had on the stand today, she's one that I was going to hold over for spring breeding next year, but I think I'm going to use her with Nefarious, and I'd like to introduce them today. Tempest, girls. Gotta go. Okay, I hear her. Gotta go. Come on, the herd's this way. Oh, you two. Come on. Hey. Come on. The herd's this way. It's another one of those giant flies. Oh, I missed that one. Sorry, Tempe. I haven't felt the need to buy or have fly spray this year because flies really haven't been too bad, but goodness, might need to. No. I know. Gotta look at this big girl. Come here, girl. Let me see your eyes. Looks great. We have a very great parasite resistance in our Nigerian herd. I think I did deworm pesky this springtime. I would have to look at my notes, but that's kind of normal for a super soggy spring around here to only have to treat them one time. And right now she doesn't appear to be anemic at all. Now there are some worms that don't necessarily sap the blood, but they can go after the goat's protein. And you can see really, really skinny goats that have a really nice red eyelid. You can assume, well, she doesn't have worms, but she still might. So the best way to tell if you're concerned is to do a fecal. But because her body condition looks really good, she has nice red eyelids. I saw her poop out in the field. It's not clumpy or anything, which that's a whole nother conversation. Clumpy poop doesn't necessarily mean worms either, but I'm not just gonna go ahead and treat her. Even though she is close to kidding, we don't do a prevention dose before they kid. We don't find it to be necessary, and I don't want to promote resistance to the dewormers in the worms that the goats do have. It's been a little while since I did trim her hooves. I try to get them every couple of months, yeah. Oh, this is what we're looking at. I want to trim off this folded over portion here. Make it nice and flat and pretty and get that dirt out of there. Got these new shears that I bought with my caprolite milker. I haven't tried them before, but these guys seem really nice. They are. Pretty little toes. Got her pedicure done. I always got a pedicure right before I had my babies. Ooh, wide load. Look at Pepper here. She's a month out from having her babies. I don't think you're having a single this time, baby. Good. Very good. Pepper's formaggio looks good. It's not as great as Pesky's look, but I'm 95% sure that I have not dewormed Pepper at all this year. I don't even know the last time that she was dewormed, so. Nice, pretty, shiny coat. Good condition. Oh. Well, darn. So this does happen sometimes. I did quick her. Sorry, Peppy. Hold on. So when you quick them, there sometimes is quite a lot of blood. I wouldn't stress about it too much. It's just a pretty vascular area. What I have to take care of that is some cornstarch. This is just going to do what it does in cooking and just thicken up the liquid and help it clot. So it's going to dip her toesies right in. You could give a CD&T. I don't. I'm not super worried about it. The act of bleeding in and of itself is going to flush the wound, and so there's really not a super high risk of her having a problem. But if she were to exhibit symptoms of having tetanus, I do have the tetanus antitoxin on hand. There we go. All right. She knocked you down. The goats are why I bought a GoPro, so you're fine. Yeah, you look good too. Good girl. See Mayhem's little otter coming in. Oh, it's so cute. I know, you'll get used to it being handled again. So adorable. I love udders. So let's see if we can spiel Mayhem's babies. She's being a little antsy with her little feces today. The little saying with goats is lunch on the left and rugrats on the right, and that refers to the goat's left and the goat's right. So you can pretty well tell that she's sticking out pretty good on this side. A lot of this is her rumen or her lunch. So she's been out there grazing. She's got a little bit of grade. So her rumen is quite full of stuff. You can see the rumen kind of undulating. All good things. It's what we like to see. But any kind of movement and gurgling on this side is likely to be because of the rumen. You could possibly feel babies kind of down in front of the udder. But the best place to feel them is on their right side, a little bit low down and towards the udder, and she's over 4 months along, so we should be able to feel them. Bounce up a little bit, wake them up. Oh yeah. Oh, there's babies in there. She's got more. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good one. I wish you guys could feel it. She's got 2 at least in here. Now I've said that before and they've delivered singles, but I've got twins on my mind. You know the rules. That's not what we do. Do the thing. Much better. And this is Tempest. And in order to get nefarious babies on the ground kind of as fast as I can, I've elected to keep her on a spring kidding schedule, and she's going to be Nefarious's first girlfriend. So I've got Tempe's head locked in so she can't go anywhere while I play a little bit of musical goats with my bucks, because right now I have 2 bucks in the area where I want to put her. So as you can see, we moved our Premier One netting around the greenhouse. I'm going to shut this off. They've already done a really great job taking the weeds down for me. Hi, boys. So here we have Mochi. He is a wether. Dingus right here, he is a wether. This is our baby. This is Nefarious, our blue cactus dairy goat right here. And then this is Feral. Feral is a mini La Mancha, and I need to get him out of here because you are not what I'm looking for in this breeding. Come on. It's not a good idea to put a goat with large goat genetics like mini La Manchas do have over a small framed goat like a Nigerian. If you're going to mix the 2 breeds, you want to have a Nigerian buck and a standard sized doe. It's just better goat bath. So we're going to take Feral. Oh, I love him. We're going to take him out of the pen because we're not using him yet, but we will. Be nice, boys, okay? Come on. Let's go. You need to learn this fence. You will. Ugh. That's Tempe's baby, Mochi is. See Tempest loving on Mochi? Well, now they're headbutting. That's her baby. And so I can keep her in here and he can nurse, and I don't necessarily have to milk her. And that's really nice. That's if she's going to let him. She might. Your boyfriend does not seem to have a clue, huh? There you go. Oh, sorry, girl. Girl. Don't touch it, okay? Poor Tempe. She's like, I don't like this place anymore. Just don't touch it. You'll be all right. Here's your baby. I brought you something. I need you to see it. Come here, short stuff. Come here. Do you like? Come on. Come on, I brought you something. Let's go. Do I have to pick you up? This is embarrassing. Come on. He just wants me. Turn around. Look. That's for you. Can you turn around? Look. Look. See, this is a girl. There we go. Don't bite him. Oh my goodness. Don't touch it. So you'll notice that I don't breed everybody all at once. I don't have a lot of space in my barn for kidding. I have 3 kidding stalls. One of them has a decent leak right in the center of it, so I really only have 2 usable stalls if we're gonna have kind of a wet kidding season. So I try to keep that in mind, as well as kidding season can be super busy, so I try not to have 12 and 15 goats do at the same time, because we have a lot that we do here on our farm, and I really can't put all of my attention on any one thing for an extended period of time, because then other stuff starts to suffer. So we do have a very extended kidding season, which is going to start very soon. There's a little bit of a gap in between the fall kidding and the spring kidding, but it's always a good time, and I'm glad you're here.